resort. Detergents are very good. Right. So anything in terms of spillages, what we can say is if you get a spillage, take care of it. Don't leave it. It ain't going to go anywhere.
What about the curry paste?
If you get into curry quick, you'll be okay. 5 seconds, forget it. No. Turmeric is the killer. You know, it's the yellow turmeric which does it. Stains absolutely everything. And it stains, unfortunately, nylon. If you get in very quick, you stand a chance. If you don't get in within an hour, forget it. Then you're going to be talking about a repair or an insurance claim, whatever. We did have a funny story about curry. Can I tell a story? Okay. I got a call from a Pakistani lady in Wembley. We all know Wembley, it's that funny place where England play football. And they had a mosque, and she said, we've spilled some curry. I said, all right. She said, how can I get rid of it? I said, well, you can get a stain devil. You know, if you go to the hardware store, you can get a little thing, stain devil for 15 little bit. I said, use a stain devil. She said, I've tried it, but it's not really working. So I said, well, I'm coming down to London tomorrow. Can I pop in? Because that's the sort of service we give, you know. So I get in the car, turned up at the mosque, parked up, went in, and I said to the lady, where's your curry stain? And she took me through into the back room where they had a stove, and I said, what are you doing here? She said, well, we cook for, you know, the lunch after the service. So how many, you know, you're passing the time day. She said, well, we could get 150 people. So we'll make a curry for 150 people. All right. So I said, well, where's your stain? And she said, you're standing on it. This stain was bigger than this room. It was completely curry. And apparently one of the big metal things had fractured. And all the curry had just poured out on the floor. So while they were trying to clean it up, they just spread it around. And I didn't even know there was a curry. I was only in the next room. You know, I saw that it was actually there. I said, we've got a bit of a problem here. You know, so we tried cleaning. We couldn't do it. But actually, we just gave it a good clean. And they left it. They were quite happy because you couldn't actually see the spot, because it just disappeared out the doors. But it was really quite funny. Where is it? You know, you're stood on it. Okay, so yeah, turmeric is a killer. Cochineal is a killer. And really, they're the worst things I would suggest. You know, yeah, turmeric. So in England, we have a thing called piccalilli, yellow, sort of mustardy type thing. It can be quite difficult. But if you get in quick, and you get in with an acid cleaner, and it's very important to get in with an acid cleaner, then you could remove it. The problem with these sort of things is they're quite acid, and that actually opens the nylon fibre and allows the colour to get in. Then when you clean it or wash it, then that acidity is taken away, so the fibre then shrinks and locks the stain in. So when you're cleaning, what you really want to be doing is opening the structure. So you'd have to use acid and temperature, a bit like we do when we dye, and then get a cleaning agent in. It's quite specialised, but you can do it. But you do need quite specialised techniques. But you could buy a stain devil, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Cleaning is not an exact science, if you've not understood. It really isn't. So, anyway, we digress. So, ultimately, this carpet is going to have to undergo a refurbishment, a renovation, a deep clean, call it what we will. For that, we generally use water and a machine. Now, for those who are observant, you'll see there's a variety of machines around here. All the machines you see are standard cleaning machines for carpets. And they even for hard floors as well, with the rotary scrubber there. All of them use water. We don't use solvents in general cleaning. The only time we go away from that is when we use a dry powder, a dry extraction method, which we have to use in some situations. But generally speaking, water will take care of it. Bear in mind, we only have 2 millimetres of pipe. So there's not a lot of water to evaporate off. When you've cleaned it, we're only aiming to get rid of the maximum of 2 millimetres. If you extract, you get rid of most of your loose water anyway. So you're only trying to get rid of that amount of pile, the water, that's actually been absorbed by that plant. So it makes Flotex the quickest drying textile floor covering there is. And after a good flood and scrub, if you don't do anything after you've extracted, you just leave it, maybe open a window, it'll be dry in 7 hours. If you open the windows and put a fan in, just a simple room fan, you can get 2 or 3 hours. If you want to get dry quickly, I can get it dry within the hour, but then I have to use different machines. So it is very, very quick drying. So we can clean it in the evening, it'll be dry in the morning, which on a traditional carpet, that could be quite difficult. So how do we do it? First of all, we make a mess. So fresh from the canteen. This is lunch. You're staying for lunch. Okay, guys. There you go. Excuse me. It's the only time I get to drink on the job. It is real. Yeah, it's Chilean. Chilean Cabernet Sauvignon. There you go. Bit of that. Bit of tomato sauce. Bit of black currant juice. We need a shovel. I'm going to clean this mess up. And then, just to help us along, flour. This is not magic flour, this is baking flour. We just use this to soak up a lot of the liquor and make it easy to get rid of it. We don't really want to be putting this in the machine. Okay.
Yorkshire pudding.
You okay? You're going to throw up? This is the place. Okay.
A jestli to bude chvilku bezvat, tam přidáme. Jo?
No.
We have had people leave the room at this point. No, seriously.
Tohle ukázka, když to zrovna očistí někdo v tom okamžiku, jak to vypadá tak za 3 hodiny. Nebo večer, když tu kantýnu zavřou. To by ty Ukrajinky museli čistit do hodiny.
The trick is to get rid of the big bits. If you do this really vigorously, you can clean it without doing anything. It looks really clean. But we leave a bit on. The reason for the flour, not only does it make it easy to pick it up, but it also leaves these patches in here, which allows me to explain the importance of agitation in cleaning. And one of the cleaning methods that's recommended is hot water extraction or spray extraction, which is a great system, but it doesn't have agitation. You rely on a chemical or you rely on the water temperature to actually do a lot of the cleaning. Agitation is very, very important when it comes to cleaning. I was fortunate enough to travel in India, and when I was there I wanted to see traditional Indians, strange, washing. I'm a funny fella. And I actually saw the Indians, you know, the Asian Indians, you know, out of the city, using the local stream, the local pond to clean their clothes. And it was very noticeable that they don't just pull them in and pull them out. And I'm preaching now, but they put them in, wet them, then they bang them on the stone and they get another stone and they bash them. That's agitation. They're just loosening the dirt to get rid of it. Agitation is very, very important. That's why we have a washing machine. If we didn't have a washing machine, we didn't need agitation, we'd be doing it in the bath. We wouldn't need a washing machine. So agitation is very important.